care about the three-peat, the two-peat, or the one-peat. I care about complacency. And if the focus is on that and outcomes, I think the rest will take care of itself in terms of allowing our guys to focus on being the best they can be.
Georgia head coach Kirby Smart setting the tone for the back-to-back national champions entering the 2023 college football season. Good evening and welcome into our Countdown to Kickoff College Football special live from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm Amy Zimmer. Our Preston Harvey will join us in just a few minutes. The Georgia Bulldogs, one of the many teams we will spotlight over the next 30 minutes. In addition to the Georgia Bulldogs, you might know this behind me, is Bank of America Stadium, and in less than 24 hours, South Carolina and North Carolina fans will be flooding into the stadium. This year's Duke's Mayo Kickoff Classic featuring the Gamecocks and Tar Heels colliding Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. here in the Queen City. You can watch it all go down right here on WJCL 22. Plus, I'll have a live recap after the game. Again, just one of the many matchups that we will be highlighting. So let's go ahead and bring in our teammate Preston Harvey for a look at the other season openers on tap Saturday. Hey, Preston.
Hey, Amy, that's right. The stage is set for week one of the college football season. And as always, we're covering teams across the Peach and Palmetto State. In addition to Georgia and South Carolina, we'll hear from Georgia Tech, who is opening their season right now in Atlanta against Louisville, plus Georgia Southern, who kicks off at home against the Citadel on Saturday. In addition to Savannah State, who hits the road to face Southeastern University, and the 9th-ranked Clemson Tigers, who open at Duke on Monday. Carson Beck will be Georgia's starting quarterback when the Bulldogs begin their quest for a third straight national championship, hosting UT Martin on Saturday. The junior signal caller entered the preseason practice as the favorite in competition with Brock Vandegrift and Gunnar Stockton. Beck was the top backup for Stetson Bennett last season and ended spring practice atop Georgia's depth chart. Beck, a testament to hard work and persistence, pays off.
I mean, it meant a lot to me. You know, it's something to see, like, all the hard work pay off, kind of like I've been saying this whole entire time. And sometimes it's hard to be patient in a world where everything is so like immediate with social media and the internet, and everybody wants stuff now. You know, just seeing that patience pay off, you know, really hit home with me.
Get this, it'll be the first time since high school Beck was starting a game when the Bulldogs opened their season against UT Martin. Amy.
Thanks, Preston. Yeah, Beck embracing his new role entering this season. And as Kirby Smart said at the top of the show, complacency is the biggest threat to the Bulldogs' three-peat hopes. And while the team looks to become the first in the college football playoff era to win 3 straight national titles, the players say they're just going to take it day by day.
We harped last year that team was different than the year before, and this team's different from both of those. So just kind of taking it a day at a time, and we have our own motivation because we want to do it ourselves.
Coach Smart do a good job of keeping us humbled and level-headed, and the group kind of buying into that, not thinking we bigger or better than nobody, just taking it day by day.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're all just, it's kind of like the same feel as last year. I mean, we're all excited to go hit somebody else and go play somebody else in our defense, and I'm sure the defense feels that way about our offense. And then, I mean, we're just excited to get the season going against whoever it is. I mean, they can line the ball with the middle of the street and we'll be ready to play.
Former South Effingham football star Austin Blaske is preparing for a breakout season with the Georgia Bulldogs. I had the opportunity to catch up with Blaske while he was home during the summer, and I went one-on-one with the Georgia Bulldog ahead of the 2023 season. As you look around Austin Blaske's home, you get a pretty good idea of how much work he's put into becoming a 2-time national champion for the University of Georgia. Blaske has proven to be one of the most versatile offensive linemen for the Dogs, however, is ready for a starting job.
This next year is going to be a big year for me, you know. About to be a senior or redshirt junior. So, you know, I've really tried to work on the little things like technique, footwork, hands this off season. And also working on my conditioning because, you know, I'm going to have to play a lot more this year, so I've really been working on those few things.
Head coach Kirby Smart has spoken highly about Blaske's growth over the years. Blaske is one of the few players who can play all 5 positions on the offensive line.
When a person goes down, you know, I can slide over, I can be that center, that right tackle, left tackle. Just, you know, I can be wherever I need to be. And, you know, him telling me that kind of has motivated me to, you know, stay after a little extra and make sure I'm getting all my position work that I need to get to make sure I'm ready to go in whenever my name's called.
Blaske credits his versatility to growing up as a multi-sport athlete at South Effingham High School.
One thing that's helped with my work ethic, you know, since I did football, wrestling and track, it kind of got me used to not having a lot of time off, always, working out or watching film and stuff. So, just doing that kind of prepared me for college.
Blaske has been a team player throughout Georgia's back-to-back national championship run, and as his time on the field continues to increase, he says the biggest thing he's learned is patience.
Being a big kid in high school and having a little bit of athleticism, I was just thrown into the fire in high school. Going to college, you want to be that guy. So I've definitely learned, just be patient, just wait your turn, and your time will come.
And Blaske, just one of the many area players on Georgia's roster, and more on that. Let's bring in our Preston Harvey again. And Preston, just how many local players reign from Southeast Georgia on the Bulldogs roster this season?
That's right, Amy, nearly a dozen this season. Let's take a look at some of them. A list of local Bulldogs and what high schools they start at. Luke Bennett, out of Pierce County, former South Effingham standout Austin Blaske, as we just heard from him. Warren Brinson, who played 2 seasons at Calvary Day. Former Island star Chris Brown. Savannah native Kamari Lassiter. Henry Pegler, another former Pierce County standout. Plus Appleton County standout Darius Smith. And last but certainly not least, former Liberty County standout Tramel Walther. Now be sure to watch out for these players this season. Plenty of opportunity to do so. Here's a look at the top-ranked Georgia's Bulldogs schedule. Some of the Dogs' top matchups, they will take on South Carolina Gamecocks Week 3 at home. Then they will clash with Florida in Week 8 in Jacksonville. And then they will play new foe Ole Miss Week 10 in Athens. And to cap it off their season, they will play the Tennessee Volunteers Week 11 in Knoxville. Many more teams to get to. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Preston. That's right. We are just getting started on our countdown to kick off college football special here on WJCL 22. Coming up, we're going to go ahead and check in with Georgia Southern as they look to improve under year 2 of Coach Clay Helton. We'll be right back.
we've got an opportunity to really play a lot of people. And we've got a lot of work to do. That's the other thing I took away. There's 40 newcomers, on this football team that have learned our culture, have learned our standards, but now they've got to learn our expectations on the field.
Welcome back to our Countdown to Kickoff college football special live from Charlotte. As we just heard from Georgia Southern head coach Clay Helton, he's very pleased entering this season, now year 2 in Statesboro, because he has a lot of depth. And it was a busy offseason for Helton, talking about 22 transfers, including Tulsa quarterback Davis Brin. For more on the new quarterback set to lead the Eagles this season, we're going to bring back in our Preston Harvey for a look at the new signal caller. Hey, Preston.
Hey, Amy, that's right. The 6-year quarterback ready to make an impact in his first year repping the blue and white after seeing just how productive this offense was last season. The city of Statesboro is ready for football at Paulson Stadium as Georgia Southern opens the season against the Citadel.
College football is here. What an exciting time for coaches, for players, for alumni, for fans to be back and to play the game that we love.
Georgia Southern enters the 2023 season being picked to finish 4th in the Sun Belt East Division. The team not worried about others' expectations.
It's about us out-executing our opponent and living up to our standards.
Quarterback Davis Brin set to lead the offense this season. The Tulsa transfer gaining the respect of not only his teammates, but also the coaching staff on his growth from the spring to week 1.
I've been ultra impressed with how he's handled everything. I'm excited for him to get back out on the field and do what he does for a living, and that's play at a high level and win college football games.
Brin has some big shoes to fill after the record-breaking year Kyle Van Treese had last season. The Eagles QB1 is ready to show just how productive he can be within the system.
He's definitely set the bar high, but I'm very confident in myself. And he definitely had so much success here. But I'm excited to go hit the field and show what I can do.
A new yet familiar face on the coaching staff is defensive coordinator Brandon Bailey. The Georgia Southern alum comes to the Eagles from Buffalo, where he led one of the top defenses in the nation in forcing turnovers.
There's a reason we brought Brandon here, 7th in turnovers last year at Buffalo. His defense complements our offense.
Marquez Watson-Trent is Georgia Southern's leader on defense. The linebacker says competing with a talented offensive group in practice helps them prepare for the battles to come.
Playing with them is just competitive. I love competing against those guys. Iron sharpened iron, so getting to compete with those guys every day just helps our game develop.
Total focus on going 1-0 this week, which will be a tall task versus a good Citadel team.
Now let's take a look at some of the opponents Clay Helton will take on in his sophomore year. They will take on Big Ten team Wisconsin on the road in Week 3. Week 5, they will host Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. And following week, they will travel to play James Madison University. Now to end their season, we'll travel, and we all know App State, their rival for the annual rivalry game. Now the power of Paulson is real. Georgia Southern gearing up for a big 2023 season, Amy.
That's right, Preston, and it all starts tomorrow and Saturday in Statesboro as they have their big home opener. Going to be a good one. Thanks, Preston. We'll check back in with you in just a few minutes. Okay, staying in the Peach State, also a new era for Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets entering 2023 with a new head coach and a new starting quarterback. How about this? Georgia Tech head coach Brent Key is a former Yellow Jackets offensive lineman. He went 4-4 as Tech's interim coach last season with 2 road wins over top 25 teams. Key naming Texas A&M transfer Haynes King the starting quarterback.
What does he have? The ability to put a play away, the ability to move on, to the next play, and that's important at that position. The ability to have adversity hit and be able to walk up the next play to the group, whether it's in a huddle or at the line of scrimmage, and they have a cool demeanor about them, because that's how everybody feeds off of them. To be able to, be positive, but at the same time be able to get after people when it's time to get after people, and on the sideline, in practice, all those things are things that he possesses that we're excited to move forward with.
The 6'3" Texas native threw for just over 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions last season for the Aggies. Okay, still so much more to come on our Countdown to Kickoff special. But also, let's go ahead and check in first with our Yellow Jackets schedule for the upcoming season. A lot of great matchups on tap for the Yellow Jackets as they look to succeed now under their new head coach in Brent Key. All right, now still coming up here on Countdown to Kickoff College Football Special, we're going to be checking in with the teams from the Palmetto State. Stay with us. You're watching the Countdown to Kickoff College Football Special live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Time to check in with our Palmetto State teams, the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Clemson Tigers, entering the season with two confident signal callers. For more, we're going to send it to Mark Whiteman, sports director at our sister station in Greenville, for more.
I think that we have an energy and a joy for the game that I haven't seen since I've been here.
There's a different buzz around Clemson's building and a newfound swagger for their scoring unit, starting with the quiet confidence emanating from their sophomore QB.
He's done a great job of really, asserting himself as the leader and, just responding to whatever situation we put him in out here.
I think he just has the confidence and the comfort level now with himself, knowing what we're about, knowing what we're after, knowing what it's supposed to look like. I mean, he can certainly hold people accountable. He's not afraid to do that.
The nation's top quarterback commit in the class of 2022 will shoulder the pressure of being the man, backed by the belief of his teammates.
We got the best quarterback in the conference, right here with Cade, and just the way he carries himself and the plays he's been making, the passes he's been throwing, the reads he's been making, looking guys off. He's just developed so much.
Those expectations are brand new for Cade Klubnik in college, but they've been ever present for Spencer Rattler.
He's a year older, he's more confident. We've tried to make some changes to the offense to allow him to play the way that he likes to play, and he just continues to get better.
Following his torrid finish last fall, Rattler himself, a former top quarterback commit, enters what everyone anticipates will be his final college season, emboldened by South Carolina's new scheme and new OC, Dowell Loggins.
This is a really talented player that we want to have command and that we want to have ownership, and we want him to be the absolute undoubted leader of the offense, which he has become.
Just excited to run this offense for the first time, getting hit, doing all those things on Saturday. So, I got complete trust in Dowell. I know he has it in me.
How Rattler rolls, how Klubnik grows, will ultimately shape the season ahead for the Palmetto State rivals. Armed with supremely talented quarterbacks, ready to aim for it all.
Coach Sweeney tells us all the time, confidence comes from preparation, and we've been preparing for a while now. So we're ready to go show it.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Clemson will take on two teams of note for their season. In Week 4, they will take on Florida State Seminoles at home. Week 9, the Tigers will host the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Gamecocks also have two big matchups. In Week 8, USC travels to play the Texas A&M Aggies. And to end the regular season, the team will host the Clemson Tigers. Time to check in with our Preston Harvey back in the studio once again. And we're going to turn it over to the Savannah State Tigers now. Preston, how confident are the Tigers entering year 2 under head coach Aaron Kelton?
Amy, the confidence at the Marsh is sky high. Everyone from the coaching staff to the players believe the chemistry of this year's team has flourished with another offseason together. Savannah State is ready to put the SIAC on notice.
We should be a lot better in year 2 than we were last year, and we had a pretty good group last year. And so we're just working to make sure that all of our stuff is in for the second.
Savannah State entering the 2023 football season being picked to finish 5th in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference after a 5-5 record just a year ago. With many returning players, including 4 Tigers named to the preseason all-conference team, head coach Aaron Kelton saying his team's depth has really showed this offseason.
We're excited about the guys we got coming back, but we think we added a really good amount of depth to the whole program, and then some guys who have some experience and can play.
The energy and then depth. We got a lot of guys at a lot of positions. He brought in a lot of guys, a lot of freshmen, a lot of transfers. So now that helps us, stay fresh through practice and games.
The players recognize the amount of talent on the team, forcing everyone to compete if they want to see time on the field.
I think guys are coming in a lot more ready to go. I feel like with a lot more competition in the depth chart, is people they're gonna play the best people, so you're gonna have to compete.
Quarterback Jaden Adams ready to lead Savannah State after taking over the offense last season. Adams saying the team's chemistry is beginning to flourish now that they have a year under their belt.
Last year, everybody was kind of new. We had some familiar faces, but we still had to get that camaraderie. This year, we've had a year under our belt, and we know what the coaches want from us, so we know what to do for them. It feels like the team is just clicking right now.
The football team has coined the phrase, "do the right thing," from Spike Lee's iconic 1989 film, a standard the Tigers are going to live by.
If you're doing the right thing, you don't have any problem. That's our motto. That's what we built our foundations on last year, and we're going to continue to. And then we've picked up We Are One, so we're all going to work at it together as one. That's how we'll win games and continue to be a better program.
Tigers open the 2023 campaign in Lakeland, Florida against Southeastern University on September 2nd. Savannah State ready to prove the doubters wrong this upcoming season. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks, Preston. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. All right, still to come here on our Countdown to Kickoff special. Catch exclusive interviews with area players you can see play on Saturdays across the country. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our Countdown to Kickoff special live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, going to get right back to our Preston Harvey in the studio. And Preston, a handful of area players will be representing across Southeast Georgia and the Lowcountry this season.
That's right. We covered football teams across Georgia and South Carolina this year. And we're also going to be keeping an eye on these players that are shining for their respective teams as well.
I done been playing college at a high level for 3 years, so, you know, I'm glad to come back home, close to home, and just finish my career and just look forward to going to the next level.
My personal goal is to have the most sacks and interceptions and for us to win the national championship again. Be hard on this because he wants us to do good, but he's a very good coach and he teaches the basics, like to keep your eyes on the dude when you guarding him. So yeah, he's a very good coach.
We want to be 15-0. We want to finish the season the best of the best. And by the end of the season, hopefully, we have a ring on our finger. That's what we're looking for. As a team, I think we're gonna get back. We're gonna work harder and do the things we need to do. You know, build kids continue to build on things that we struggle with, and just get better and better each day.
They should expect the CB15 to sling that rock, the defense to be on point, and a lot of hard work. We on the hunt again, three-peat. I'm just approaching it to be the best team player I can be and do what I can to help my team and just help produce production. That's my goal. Help other people make plays while I make plays too.
A lot of talented players in Savannah and the surrounding areas. Back to you, Amy.
Thanks so much, Preston, and thank you for joining us for this year's Countdown to Kickoff College Football Special. And don't forget, Week 3 of the high school football season is underway. Be sure to join us tonight at 11 right here on WJCL 22 for highlights and scores from across Southeast Georgia and the South Carolina. Have a great night.